What's going on, everybody? Kasabe here. Welcome back to the Norfolk Defenders franchise. Today it's week 6, or game number 5 of the season. Today's matchup is our first rivalry matchup against a divisional foe, and that is the Cape Coral Crocs. Bit of a mouthful to say. Trading deadline, I mean, pretty much everybody's the same overall, so we'll just roll with it. I went over it at the end of last week, but this is a big matchup. There's 3 teams within a half game of each other right now. We're 3-1. DC Dynamo are 3-1, and the Crocs are 3-2. They do have a game on hand on us just because we've had our bye week, and so have the Dynamo. So a huge game here this week. If we get the win, we'll be a game and a half over the Crocs, and then we'll just be neck and neck with DC for the near future. To get a look there at the Crocs uniforms, they are 2 tones of green, and I have not lost a coin toss so far. Let's go tails, never fails. There we go, our first coin toss loss of the year so far. Not a big deal. There's the standings I was talking about just a moment ago. Pennsylvania, for the most part, is already pretty much out of the race. Okay, let's see how the Crocs want to start things off today, either on the ground or over the air. So fumble in the first play of the game, it's knocked around, and Schwartz recovers for the Defenders. Just like last week, we had a fumble to start off on the kickoff. Now it's the first play from scrimmage for the other team. We'll see if they challenge it. Yes, they are. They're going to challenge. I was going to say, I thought he was down, but we'll get another look here. Yeah, it looked like his left knee or shin was down. Maybe they'll give us a different angle here. Remember, the camera follows the ball as soon as it comes out on these older generation of games. There's the knee, and there comes the ball afterwards. I think they're going to overturn this one, give it back to the Crocs. Yep, play reversed. All right, fine with me. I mean, it would have been great to have an offensive possession inside the 30, but so it goes. They made the right decision. Going to bring a blitz here on 2nd and 7. Oh, they went for the reverse, and we stop them in the backfield. Going to be a 3rd and 14. I would have been fine hitting the quarterback, but they handed it off to the ball carrier. We were able to get him too before he was able to turn the corner. So let's just get a zone going here across the middle. They're going deep. Our coverage was right there, maybe a step behind, but they're able to get a hand on the ball, and it's a 3-and-out for Cape Coral. Next best thing after the fumble. We'll get some decent field position out of this. Fair catch in this. And we'll start with the ball just past the 30-yard line. In weeks past, I've talked about just disciplining myself to run the ball. It's a run-first offense. Carey is not the strongest pass thrower unless we absolutely need to later on in the game, but let's set a good tempo. Michaels gets maybe a yard on that one. I think for the next play, I'm just going to do a soft slants pattern so we can get a couple yards, maybe get enough where we can maybe get the first down on the run. Going with the zone package. Get open, get open. Well, I was able to read the zone, and we got a few yards out of it just from dancing around in the pocket, but it's still going to be 3rd and 5. I don't know if we'll be able to get 5 yards on the ground, so let's do another short distance pass play here. Going with another zone, huh? Oh, the safety just got a hand on it. We had Page open down the middle. It's a 4th down. I've had to extend the play a couple of times, and thankfully no passes that were off the target or a sack, really. That's what I want. I want to extend the plays by rolling out just a little bit, but I don't want to like make an errant throw or anything like that. But it's a 3-and-out. Defense is a little bit more high power than the offense based on the types of rosters I pick, so that's to be expected. 1st down and 10 for the Crocs. Run to the left. A lot of teams like doing that inside handoff, maybe like a misdirection, and they're able to get 5 on the play. Gonna do the same thing I did last play, only we're sending Vargas as an extra blitzer on this play. Wide receiver coming in motion. I think they're gonna run it to the right. Oh, they go left. There's a tiny bit of a hole. I think we stopped him before the 1st down. Yes, indeed. It's gonna be 3rd and inches. Let's go with another blitz here. The inside handoff again, it's met by the defenders, and that's a 4th and inches, another 3-and-out. Not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna get the 1st down on that play, and then all of a sudden we just had 2 defenders come up the middle and just gravitate towards the ball carrier. It's like they got a sudden burst of speed or something, but again, I'll take it. Another short kick. This one's gonna be at our own 42, so a little bit better field position than what we started with last time. I'm going to go with a counterplay of my own, inside handoff. We've seen a lot of zone so far from the Crocs. Oh, we got blockers. Michaels, I'd like to turn it out to the side, but I'll take a first down. That's a gain of about, I would say, 15 yards. So there's the first down by either team so far today. We're 3 minutes into the ball game. Let's try another inside handoff here. Looks like they're bringing in the safety. So I'm going to go out to the left a bit more if I can. Michaels picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards. I'm going to keep the defense honest here with some play action. This is one of my favorite play action plays. Dropping into zone again. See if we can get it over the defender. We cannot. Probably could have just ran it out for a few yards. I don't know what I was doing there. All right, we need 7. Even if we get close to the first down and don't get it, it's going to be a tough field goal. So I'm going shotgun. I want to get a long gain if we can. Hopefully to Page or Abbott over to the right. Bringing the corner. Got a hole. Page gets his helmet knocked off, but gets the first down. We're down to the 33. Let's watch the replay here. Page just gets absolutely... Oh, that was from his arm being wrapped around. That could have very well been a face mask. It wasn't the hit. And thankfully he held onto the ball, but helmet came flying off. Crocs tried to bring the corner blitz off to the right. Michaels was able to get past him for a gain of 5 or 6. So now we're inside the 30. I'm going to try another play action play here. Ooh, they brought... Ooh. I had my tight end open, but I had to rush the throw, and that was tipped away by the defense. I'm going to see if I can get him with the draw play here on 3rd and 4. If not, we're going to be right down the middle in terms of a field goal try. Michaels gets stuffed, maybe even lost a yard on the play. So 4th and 6, it's field goal time. We're on the right hash now, but thankfully the wind is blowing a bit to the left, so that will even a bit out if we just aim kind of straight down the middle. 73 accuracy, is it going to go? Wind's going to take it a little bit. Oh, I think that bounced off, not the upright, but the thing that holds it up in the middle there, so it just made it through with enough distance. It kind of ran out of steam there towards the end. But nonetheless, 3-0. So the Crocs looking to get things going on offense here. If we can tackle the kick returner, we do. Missed a tackle and he's able to get out to the 40. So the Crocs, again, looking for their first down of the game. They've had 2 3-and-outs to start off in the first quarter. Second quarter upcoming here soon. They'll start with a carry out to Larson. The halfback tries to cut it out to the right but doesn't get anything. 2nd and 10. I'm going to go with the cover 2 this time around. I think they're going to try and pass on 2nd down. No, another run to Larson. Connor. I waited with Connor just in case and stops him for a gain of a yard. So another long 3rd down here for Cape Coral. They only have 4 rushing yards on the day, and that is it so far. We'll see if they call a play here before the first quarter runs out. Grant goes in motion. Yes, they do. We're going to go off to the right, bobbled, and finally knocked down. Wide receiver had a chance at it there after the tip, but it's another 3-and-out here for Cape Coral. 3-0 at the end of the first. So a great first quarter here by our defense. I hope that if our defense continues to, as there's a shank punt, I'm hoping if our defense continues to hold serve like this, we can just run the ball, control the clock. I just need a little bit more of a showing from our offense here, mainly on the ground. Holy crap, they're stacking the line. And double coverage out to the left. Get Kozlowski out to the right there. A little bit of a dangerous audible to go to play action here, but they stacked the box with like 9 players. Why not? First down, across the 50. So 1st and 10, we got the safety coming in on the left again, but we're going to go right up the middle with Kozlowski as our main blocker. Defensive line was able to shed their blockers, and Michaels gets 2 on the carry. So get a look there at the time of possession, pretty even, but we're outgaining the Crocs by a little bit of a significant amount. Another play action here, that's a sack. Crocs broke through pretty well that time with at least 3 or 4 defenders out to get carry there. So 3rd and 12 from the 50. I'm going to go with a screen as they're stacking over to the left. Is this Kozlowski on the screen or Michaels? I think it's Kozlowski. Need to outrun this guy. Ooh, that was pretty close to a face mask, but Kind of a hard position there for our offensive lineman. There's either the guy up the field or the guy in the backfield, and Kozlowski can't outrun the defensive line, so 4th down. Accuracy was a little bit off, but that's going to be inside the 20. I think they'll call it out at the 15, so the furthest we've been able to push back the Crocs in terms of field position to start off the day, but yeah, we need our offense to get going a little bit more. There's a handoff up the middle to Larson, and that's the Crocs' biggest play of the day. Good play call there with the dual back formation in the shotgun. They just handed it right off, and there was a hole. Crocs, to their credit, are sticking to it on the ground. I know it's still early in the ball game. So there's Larson again. Gets tackled after a gain of about 3 or 4. Yeah, 0 yards passing so far. We're almost halfway through the second. They've only tried passing a couple of times, and those have been on 3rd down. So there's a draw play to Larson, his 3rd straight carry. Gets about 5 on the play, so it'll be a 3rd and short upcoming for the Crocs. Stack the middle here with the blitz just in case they try and run. They are. No, play action. Oh, I hit triangle with Glenn trying to pick the ball off. Brown, the receiver, tried to showboat, and thankfully Glenn was able to catch back up after that. But a huge play here for the Crocs, and now they're threatening to get the touchdown inside the 10. Toss play out to the left. Larson's going to try and cut it back inside. Maybe gets a yard. Yes, they'll give him a yard on the play. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. Fell forward for a little bit of a gain. 2nd and goal. Another inside handoff. I read that with the linebacker. Got picked up by the blocker, but another defender was there. So 3rd and goal from the 7. I probably should have done zone coverage. Knocked away by Combs, and that's going to be a 4th down. So we let up the big play, but we are able to hold inside the 10, and it's going to be a 3-3 ball game with the conversion try here. It is good, so tie game at 3. We have the 2-minute warning upcoming here, and we might be able to get a scoring drive while also running out the clock. We'll get the ball at the half regardless. See if we can get a good return here from Lamont. Going up the middle, out to the right. I kind of ran into my defender there. I'm not sure if he would have been able to get past for a good chunk of yardage anyway, but we're out to the 35. Let's try a toss play out to Michaels before we go over the air. Didn't like what I saw out to the left, so I tried to cut it back in. Maybe a gain of a couple there. Carry off his back foot, gets it to Michaels, and he runs out of bounds just before the 50, 1st down. I saw the blitz coming, so I just wanted to get rid of it with carry as much as I could. There wasn't a defender out to the left, but that could have very well been a wide pass. Defense was showing blitz there. I still ran it. Maybe got... No, I didn't get a yard on the play, so 2nd and 10. Let's see if I can get an open receiver here. Minter's probably going to be single coverage as the safety's coming in. Oh, I ran out to the right. That guy blended in with the grass. That's a big sack there for Cape Coral. I'm going to let the clock run down a bit, but we have the screen to Michaels. Minter might be single coverage. Brown, if I can wait that long, his pattern ends right about the 1st down marker. But in the case we don't get the 1st down, which is probably likely, I don't want Cape Coral to have too much time left. Going to Brown. He catches it. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 35. We're getting close to scoring range. Still 40 seconds to go. We have our 1st down. Offensive line was able to give us just a little bit of time. We can still run the ball on the ground too. Still, with all of our timeouts, plenty of opportunity. Michaels, I'm going to call a timeout on that one. Gets us across the 30, so again into field goal range. Let's do a dive play to see if we can get a little bit more yardage. I don't want to do too much play action either though, because if we get sacked, that pushes us back out of field goal range, or at least where I'm comfortable with my current kicker. Michaels up the middle again, gets past the 25-yard line. I'm going to let the clock run here. We do still have 2 timeouts. Kozlowski going to go out to the... Oh, Michaels. No, that was behind him. That's my fault. The QB vision cone was well behind him. I don't really want to have to go into the half with a 6-3 ball game, but it is what it is. Abbott, single coverage. Carry off his back foot. We're still able to get the 1st down. I'm going to call a timeout. So we're up to the 12-yard line. Let's see if I can get Page on the button hook here, or maybe Minter out to the end zone. Safeties are coming in. We might also have Abbott across the middle. Page able to catch it. He fumbled. Oh no. Well, we're inside of 2 minutes. Yes, they are going to booth review the fumble. That's a huge fumble if we lose it right here. Ooh, that's pretty close. His elbow might have been down, but I don't know for sure. That was a bang play. Let's get another slower look at it here. His knee might have also been down at the same time. We'll see what they give us. Play reversed. All right, we're going to have the ball. That's going to be our last time out. So I might have one shot at the end zone. Cannot take a sack here. So 2nd and 4, if we get the ball inbounds, it's pretty much over. I think the clock might run out a bit. They're bringing in the safeties once again. Brown across the middle. He catches it. Ran back out of the end zone. Got to get a play going here. Run to the line of scrimmage. Run to the line of scrimmage. All or nothing here. Damn it. Tried to go Kozlowski out to the right. That could be big. 3-3 at the halftime. Can't believe it. We had our man across the middle. There was a little bit of pressure, so carry through it. And our receiver came back towards out of the end zone to receive it. So we're tied. We do get the ball. We can try and build on the drive that we just had. Man, they're bringing in their safeties quite a bit. Abbott across the middle. Catches it. Had to lean down a bit for it. First down. Kerry's having a pretty good day. I mean, other than that one that I had the QB vision cone away, been completing his passes. Here's Michaels. I ran right back across into that defender. Yeah, just I mean, I should try it more often, but the run game just doesn't really seem to be there today. We had the one good counter play for like 15 yards. Pretty good coverage here. I'm just going to run out of bounds with Kerry after a gain of 4. Oh, we had Minter. It just ticked off his arm or elbow or something, and that's a 4th down. Great punt by the punter at the 10-yard line. It's going to bounce back. It stayed about where it landed, so Crocs will get the ball at the 14-yard line. Cannot let up a big play on this drive, similar to their last drive at the end of the half here. See if they just run the ball to take it easy to start off the 3rd quarter. That's play action. Oh, he's going deep. Somehow makes the catch. Our defender was a little bit out to the side. What was I just talking about? Gave the quarterback way too much time. Found the single coverage in the zone. Gonna try and send the blitz here. Push him back a bit. Pressure got to him. He was able to try and make a throw, but it's incomplete. So 3rd and 5 again from the 35. Let's go. They cover package across the middle. Need to get the first down line here covered. Ooh, I was worried they were going to call that pass interference, but they didn't. And the Crocs are going to go for a 52-yard field goal attempt. To their credit, they do have pretty close to the middle between the hashes here, but we'll see if he has enough leg to make this. He does not. It's no good. So we get the ball back with some decent field position at the 40. All right, let's try running the ball here. Can take our time. Still plenty of time left to go in the game. Linebacker was all over that one. Read that one perfectly. There's the play to Brown. Again, he had to come back to get it. So I think he came back across the first down marker. Yes, he did. 3rd and 3 coming up. Let's go with some short slants. Might be playing zone, so we could have Minter or Abbott here right off the bat. Gonna run for it. I pressed square and he didn't dive. Thankfully, he didn't lose the football. But first down from the 40. And I know based on that last missed field goal attempt that we are going to have to get past the 30 for our own field goal attempt. They send in a corner blitz or doubling up Page. Abbott. I had to rush that throw. It was a bit behind him as he was cutting. Got knocked away. Let's go with Michaels up the middle for a gain of 3 or 4. Make 3rd down just a bit easier. 3rd and 6. Coming up on 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. We're going across the middle with a bunch of slants. Lamont doesn't get the first down, but it's going to be inches. I'm just going to go for it here with our man Kozlowski. And Kozlowski powers through, is able to get about 4 on the play. Just what we needed. continue to run the ball here, just get deeper into Cape Coral territory. Michaels, with the spin move, is able to break it back inside for a gain of 10. That's a first down. Let's keep running it up the middle if we can for some short yardage. Michaels looked like he was going to get nothing on the play. Ended up getting about 2 or 3 on the play. Looks like Jones is going to be our ball carrier here, but they are bringing in some safeties. Let's go to our default audible here, which is the play action. Got hit as he threw. Just kind of threw it at the ball carrier's feet. So third down, nothing doing. Incomplete's fine. Big third down coming up here. I'm going to go with my favorite play, the wide receiver drag. We might have Jones out to the right, Page across the middle. Jones has all sorts of space. He's going to dive for the end zone, and he's in. Oh, man, he just crossed the plane and got crunched. Let's get a look at the replay here. Yikes, he got lit up, but he got the score. The first touchdown of the game, and it comes late in the third quarter. Crocs fans don't like it. Maybe didn't think Jones was across the plane. That entire right side of the field was wide open. All I had to do was just dump it off to Jones in space. Went for the score. And now, the defenders are up 10-3, getting late in the ball game here. Carey, to his credit, he's had a few incompletions that were kind of on me, but he's been having a strong game, no turnovers so far. And although our offense isn't clicking on all cylinders right now, they're playing good, safe football, and now it's up to our defense to hold the lead. We've had to rely on them a lot over the last few weeks. We haven't been able to get like a huge lead for them to defend. I think the largest lead we've had going into the fourth is about 10 points. But the Crocs, to their credit, have been all or nothing. There's another football on the ground. I think he would have been down, but Crocs pick up the ball anyway. 2nd and 9. They're going with a 5 wide receiver package, so we're switching to the dime here. In these situations, I always cover with the middle linebacker just so I can keep up with the receiver. Might try some slants here or something. Yep, with that receiver all the way. Quarterback had a lot of time on that one, was finally able to find a receiver. And it's 1st and 10 from the 42. Likely one more play here for the Crocs to end the third quarter, unless they throw an incomplete pass. They will not. They'll put it on the ground to their running back, Larson, who's able to get about 9 yards on the carry. Across the 50, and that will likely do it for the third quarter. So as far as the defenders want to go, they have to maybe bend but don't break, similar to when the Crocs got that big play down to the 10-yard line, and then were forced to a field goal. But now that the fourth quarter has started, the computer usually throws a whole lot more in these types of situations, so we have to be ready for the pass onslaught here. Crocs just go for the first down on that play. They're able to get it 1st and 10. I might have to throw in some blitzes here just to get the quarterback moving here. Huge hit by Reed, the safety, as the ball was about to be completed. It's a drop pass, 2nd and 10. Yeah, let's go with the blitz here. We need to rush the quarterback just a little bit more. Can't give him all the time in the world here in the fourth quarter. They're going to go with the run anyway. Larson's able to pick up maybe 3. So a 3rd down and 7 for the Crocs. They need to get to about the 35, 36-yard line. I think he had a couple open guys across the middle, but tries to go out to the right. Well defended by Norfolk, and it's a 4th down. Cape Coral decides to punt the ball here. I mean, there's still 4.5 minutes to go. They have all their timeouts. 4th and 7 was a pretty tall task for them as Lamont takes the fair catch. All right, we got the ball at the 10-yard line. I'm just going to go ahead and run the ball a little bit. Make the safe play. Michaels, I would have been happy with 3 yards on that carry. He's able to get 8 or 9. 2nd and 1 upcoming. There's a look at our offensive production. So we have been handling the time of possession. The yards are still fairly even considering the fact of how long we've been driving. It's just a lot more short yardage plays. Michael's going to go up the middle, puts the ball on the ground, and the Crocs recover. God damn it. Just wanted to do some weak dive plays and stuff just to get the first down on that last one especially. Michaels puts the ball on the ground, and now the Crocs are inside the red zone. Larson's able to get a couple yards on that carry. This is it right here. This is a big stand here for our defense. Turnovers have been huge so far in these types of situations throughout the season so far. That was our first one of the day, but it is a big one. Larson, how the hell did he stay up like that? Gets inside the 5. I had like 3 different defenders hit him as he was like scrambling to get back on his feet, and he just kept falling forward. First and goal for the Crocs. They're going to go up the middle. Quarterback slid before he was able to get his lights knocked out. Loses 5 on the play. We'll take those every time. So second and goal. Crocs are a bit stacked over to the right. I'm just going to defend across the middle here. They give the ball to Larson. He gets a yard or 2. Now it's going to be a big third and goal from the 8-yard line here. I'm going to give my dime defense a look here just to give the linebackers some rest, but we're going to cover across the middle, need a little bit more speed. Somehow slides to make the catch. Dude just like morphed into that ball. We'll see if they go for it here. Guess they will. I'm going to be a bit ballsy here and send Vargas on the blitz, which means we have a man uncovered. Might have to cover him with Connor. They're doing a toss play on 4th down. What are they thinking? A turnover on downs, a huge stop for Norfolk. My goodness, you do a toss play with 3 wide receivers. I mean, it could have gotten us off balance, but yikes. First down and 10 from the 6. At this stage, I'm just going to try and run out the clock, maybe punt the ball so they're outside of, you know, like the 10-yard line in case we put the ball on the ground again. If we are able to run down the clock and not get the first down, Cape Coral still has all 3 timeouts. I'm going to let it run to the 2-minute warning here. We'll probably start calling timeouts after that, so likely get the ball back with just under 2 minutes and 1 of their timeouts remaining. Let's go with the full house package, get as many blockers as we can in front of Michaels. Gets tackled before he has a chance to shoot up the middle, only about 3 or 4 yards. Cape Coral calls a timeout like we anticipated. Fairly big third down here. I think if we're still able to get it, Cape Coral will be able to have an opportunity to make another stop and get the ball back, albeit with a lot less time. Going with the halfback counter since it's the best running play we've had of the day so far. Michael's going to try and go out to the right. Is met by Cape Coral. They call a timeout. So 4th and 8 with the minute 52 remaining. The punt's probably going to send it back to near the 50-yard line, but it'll be up to our defense to prevent the touchdown once again. Good punt by our punter, and Grant, his momentum carries him out of bounds. If he was able to stay inbounds, might have gotten at least 15 yards on the return. So a big break there for us. 1st and 10, minute 46 to go. Cape Coral has to go 65 yards for the touchdown thereabouts. Got plenty of time and 1 timeout to do it. Might have had his man across the middle there that he was looking at for a short game, but instead goes out to the right. It's knocked incomplete. 2nd and 10 here upcoming for the Crocs. Audible to cover 2 because that was some very deep coverage that I called. Pump fakes. And then goes to his man across the middle. I went away with my linebackers, so that's totally on me. Going with the no huddle offense here inside of a minute and a half. Plenty of time. Ooh, I went for it with Reed. If he missed, that was a touchdown. Thank goodness the ball was knocked away. So 2nd and 10 upcoming here for Cape Coral. They're across the 50. Still plenty of time. Offensive line is doing work for Cape Coral. But luckily, Norfolk has been holding true so far this drive in those long passing situations down the field. They're starting to get pretty well gassed though. 3rd and 10. Looking deep into double coverage. That one's knocked away. 4th down, and it's going to be a do or die situation here for Cape Coral. I'm going to go with the, where is it here? Cover 2 pinch. Get some guys across the middle. This is the ball game right here. You know what? I'm going to call timeout. I want my defense to be rested. Maybe rethink that play call right here. Would have had 2 guys like right at the line of scrimmage, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense now that I think about it. You know, I might just do man coverage and then blitz with Vargas or Connor here, depending on if they send the running backs out or not. They do not. They're both going out for a pass. Across the middle, and is able to thread the needle for a first down. Wow. Huge play for Cape Coral right there. Now they're going 4 wide receiver set with one of their running backs out to the left. Our defense is a little slow to the punch right there. After the no huddle, 40 seconds to go. Cape Coral is inside the red zone. They're going to spike the ball. 41 seconds to go at the 13-yard line. And now I suppose we can start doing more zone since we are getting close to the end zone instead of man coverage. That way our safeties don't have to go single coverage for a long defensive session. Ooh, Combs was just able to get a hand on that ball. That would have been a touchdown if it was a few inches higher. 3rd and 10, Cape Coral still can get the first down if they want to and get a fresh set of downs, but they are going to have to score a touchdown. Looking at his man across the middle. I'll take that. I mean, it's still going to be 4th and 3. They're going to have to go past the line of scrimmage at some point. No timeouts, 20 seconds remaining. And he got a touchdown. The receiver came back across the middle, was not defended. We're giving him way too much time out there. We're giving him way too much time to throw the ball here. And ultimately, the Crocs, barring the extra point here, will tie it up with 16 seconds to go. Let's see if we get some Vikings-type shocker right here. Nope, he's able to put that through for the tying point. We're 10 to 10. See if they squib the ball here. If they do, that might give us a good opportunity to maybe get some 20, 30-yard plays. They do not. That's going to be up to Lamont to see if we can get some yardage here. Gets stopped at the 26. I might just run out the clock. I could do like a halfback screen and maybe see if it goes for a touchdown, but that would be asking a lot. Ooh, Michael's out to the left. He's going to get the first down. 7 seconds to go. All right, we'll see if this works. 7 seconds. Have to go about 60 yards. Or we could get sacked. That works too. That's going to be the end of the 4th quarter. We're going to overtime for the 2nd time this season. And I really hope we get the ball first, obviously, for the best chance at winning. But our defense is kind of gassed from that last possession. And if the Crocs get the ball into field goal range, it's over. So we lost our first coin toss of the season to start the day, and we lost it again by picking tails. So Cape Coral's going to get the ball here first. Again, in this version of Madden, whoever scores first wins. It's not like if they score a field goal, we get the ball back, they just win the game. But yes, we need to hold them to their side of the field if we want a chance at this, maybe to like our own 40 or 30. So he missed a 52-yarder. 3 wide receiver set. I think they're still going to try and run the ball. Yes, they do. It's a draw play up the middle. And he's able to get maybe 2 yards. So a low-scoring defensive affair. We both got touchdowns in the second half. The Crocs with about 20 seconds left to go in the game to tie it up. That one's a low throw as the quarterback got hit. Still was pretty catchable, all things considered. Might have gotten stopped short of the first down. And now a big 3rd down for the Crocs. They're 1 for 10 on the day, and I think their one conversion was on that final drive. Got it when it mattered. What the hell is going on here? Wide receiver just cut it back out to the left. He had 3 defenders there and none of them were able to catch up. That is a huge no-no in this situation. Their wide receivers, man, they've just had the best cutbacks in those situations since our defensive line just can't get to the quarterback today. And now we're right at midfield. Crocs are going to run the ball, because why not? They got all the time in the world just to get about like 10 or 20 yards. Picks up 5 on that play. We got to hold them to at least like the 35. I don't know if their kicker will miss again from 50 yards if they attempt it. Ooh, misdirection play. Larson breaks a tackle, but then gets forced back after a gain of 1 or 2. This is the biggest play of the day now. 3rd and 4, I'm going to have some guys stacking the line here with the zone coverage across the middle, but our defensive line needs to get to the quarterback. Absolutely needs to. They're going to go deep. And somehow he catches it over Glenn. That's the ball game right there. It's all there is to it. They're just going to go for the field goal right here. I'm going to ice him. I don't know if icing is actually a feature in this version of Madden. So we made a 24-yarder. Missed a 52-yarder. This one's going to be about 35 yards. Wind's going to his left. He nearly pushed it right. It was trending back to the right, but just tucks inside the field goal post. And Norfolk was up 10-3 going into the fourth quarter. They blow the game with a late fourth quarter drive by Cape Coral, and then in overtime, 2 big plays by the Crocs, including that last throw that put them inside the red zone. They were able to chip in the field goal from there. So Cape Coral goes to 4-2 on the season. Defenders drop to 3-2 and drop out of the division lead. We'll see how DC did this week and if they're still in first place or not. But a crushing defensive ending to the game. Both of our losses have come with a 7 or more point lead late in the game. Let's get a look at some stats here. So again, Justin Carey, not bad on the day, 12 of 20. That's over 50% throwing from the field. I think that's his best quarterback rating of the year at 91.4. Michaels still had 71 yards rushing. Didn't feel like we got too much of a rushing attack going, but 70 yards isn't bad. The one fumble kind of came back to bite us, even though they didn't get anything in terms of scoring points. We would have been able to maybe run out some more clock, get further down the field if not for that fumble. But yes, great solid last drive there by the Crocs. A lot of credit goes to the offensive line, I would say. They had all day to throw, and I know I'm a little bit less privy to blitzes since we give up the big plays quite often on those, but our defensive line just could not get anything on the quarterback. That led to a lot of extended plays, receivers cutting away from their usual routes into positions where they could make the catch in a non-defensible spot. Bit us late especially. So an updated look here at the NFC standings. Quite a bit of teams at 4-1, 4-2, 3-2 right now. There are a plethora of 3-2 teams. The Defenders would be on the outside looking in if that were the case, but if we get a look at the NFC East, the Crocs now in the lead. The Dynamo actually lost their game, so everybody's still within half a game. The Crocs, since they defeated us though, do have the tiebreaker as of now. We'll meet again later in the season, obviously, and the Crocs will have to have their bye week at some point. But you don't like losing to divisional foes like that, especially with the tiebreakers being as they are. Looking at next week, we play the Colorado Cougars, who are 4-2, so another tough matchup here as we get a look at the statistics. Our offense is now down to last in the league. Have a lot of teams that haven't had their bye week yet, but that's kind of abysmal to look at. Defense, 6th in the league. We had a good showing in terms of yardage and points allowed, just let up the late scores and everything late, obviously. And again, that's kind of skewed too because of the amount of yards we've let up in 5 games as opposed to teams letting up 6. Turnover differential, we're still at 3. Did we actually get a turnover this week? I'm not really sure. I don't think we did. But yeah, you get a look at the Cougars there. They are really heavily rated across the board. Must have signed some free agents or something. They have the advantage on us in everything except for defense, which we're tied. Special teams, they had to have had signed a kicker or punter, both. Nonetheless, a tough matchup next week for game number 6. Thank you for watching the Norfolk Defenders franchise. We will see you then for this Cougars versus Defenders matchup next week.